Okay, that's gonna be fucking funny later, but I really wanted to do all of this in one take, so uh, I'm gonna have to get to a fucking computer where I can edit this stuff. Mappy, my Apple, still out of commission at the moment. Moto is doing it all as usual. Moto bringing it to you in the audience. So, I'm gonna shave my fucking head, okay? And y'all are gonna love it, okay? Now, I was gonna talk about that a little bit, but first let me place the camera where it needs to go because it's pretty specific, it's pretty delicate, and I fucked it up the last time, and now we're doing this in 2 takes instead of 1. Alright. The only thing I haven't got is... Oh yeah. Here we go. The clippers and the guards. The clippers and the guards. That sounds like a couple of professional basketball teams, doesn't it? The clippers and the guards. I'm still pissed that this is... I was trying to get the camera just right, and then I was trying to be such a perfectionist that I ended up turning off the camera. And now I'm thrown off. I was on a rhythm. But I'm going to get my rhythm back, people. Ballhopper gets his rhythm back. Maybe we put it in parentheses, gets his rhythm back, because I had it, and I'll have it again. I'm about to have it. I'm going to get my rhythm, I'm going to get my juju, I'm going to get my minimalist sort of swagger going on, and I'm going to bring an empty sort of flow everywhere I go, but especially to the tennis court. I shouldn't be doing this without at least a tennis racket and a tennis ball in the background, because tennis, I don't know, if I'm smart, I'm about to let it take over as sort of a raison d'etre for me. So, there, that puts it in perspective. I've always wanted it to be my raison d'etre, and for whatever reason, I've played a lot, and there's been blood, sweat, and tears. I think probably all of them. I don't know about tears so much, but there were certainly tears of sort of maniacal rage, just like probably loss of all coherent emotion in favor of just like crazed, desperate, abandoned, despair. I'm looking for a word that's a combination between despair and I don't know what the other word is. Desperation is like, well, yeah, I mean, when you're in that kind of anguish, you're desperate. So, anyway, those days are all behind me now. I'm fucking Ballhopper. That's why I have to shave my head. I have to be this thing in spirit, because it's a spiritual practice, okay? One of the golf balls I picked up in my ventures today, living near the golf course, they have names on them, like who made the golf ball, or some of them tell you what it's for, like this one here says, well, this one's Callaway, and the one that I got, let's say it was made by Ross. I don't know who the fuck made it, but it was labeled, and I couldn't see it. I saw it in the grass, and I was like, what does that say? And I thought, it says sacrifice. I was there to collect it because it was like a golf ball Easter egg, you know, that you gotta get it, like fucking Pokemon, you gotta get it. But when I actually got closer, it didn't say sacrifice, it said practice. It said practice. And I was like, practice, yeah, that's fucking, yeah. Like, that'd be good to get that in a Chinese fortune cookie. They don't give you fucking good fortunes in practice. That would not be a fortune, but it would be. Because that would be like the fortune that brings you fortune. Practice. What a great fortune. And anyway, that's what it said on the golf ball. And I wasn't so, you know, it's a practice ball. All right. And that's what we're all doing. We're practicing. And I'm practicing my own weird fucking version of spirituality here by becoming Ballhopper. I really hope that's still filming or I'm going to feel retarded. But let's face it, I feel kind of retarded anyway. Now here we go. This was the best place to do this. I thought about doing it at Family Dollar, the now defunct Family Dollar up the street on Airport Road here in Santa Fe. It's going to be where I'm hitting the ball a lot apparently because there's not a lot of flat walls with flat surfaces to hit against. But that one is easily in walking distance, and I've hit off of voice buildings. One of them was a Family Dollar. It was in a different city in New Mexico. It was in Berlin. All right. Here we go. Did I mention today is Thanksgiving? Yeah. Today's Thanksgiving. I had a nice dinner with Jody. I warned her a few days ago that I was going to do this, and I feel like it's good to warn people, but you know what? Even though I warned her a few days ago, when she sees me, she's going to be fucking shocked. She's going to be, huh? Because that's how it is. That is how, and I will acknowledge that. That's how it is when you're hanging out with somebody and then fucking they show up with a shaved head. Even when they warned you, you're going to be like, what? So I knew that I was going there for Thanksgiving. And I thought, okay, well, I'll give her a little reprieve. We'll have a little reprieve from that. It's distracting too. You don't necessarily want to sit across your nice fucking Thanksgiving dinner from somebody with like this newly fucking shaved head, right? I don't know. It's off-putting is what I'm saying. So, anyway, we're done with all that now, and it's kind of like, well, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? Of all the things that I have happening in my life, come on, honestly, the one that's most exciting is being Ballhopper. And I could go anywhere, you know. I'm talking about tennis-wise, and I don't know. Certain places I could go might depend on whether or not I want to continue smoking, you know, generous amounts of marijuana or, you know, any, right? Any. But I don't think I need to worry about that. I don't think I need to worry about that. And, you know, actually, I don't. Okay, well, there you go. I'm glad we had this talk. Okay, that was one thing I was worried about, and I just decided I don't have to worry about that. So, my battery running out on my clippers. I might have to worry about that. See, so I was going to take you guys up to the new Dollar Tree that I'm going to be hitting the ball against because it's a vacant building and it's in walking distance. And Ballhopper, I don't drive. I don't have a car, alright? It's been a long, long time since I had a car. It's been a long, long time since I had my own apartment. So I got the apartment now. I'll start working on the fucking car, right? I'd like to have one. Or at least where I'm living, I'm going to need a... Shoot, just a cheap skateboard would do because I live at the top of a hill and most of the places I want to go are at the bottom of the hill. And I can just get on my cheap skateboard and just coast all the way down. Then you still have to get back up, you know. But I fucking walk everywhere. Ballhopper doesn't usually swear this much. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what got into me. Fucking A. It's a family show, you know, but the kids, they can watch it and have a laugh, and then if I'm coaching, you know, then we'll need the professional capacity until we get out to the court, and then I'm like, I'm going to be shouting at them from the stands, right? Kidding. I wouldn't be in the stands. I'd be, where would you be? Well, the coach's box, right? And you know I'll be in a coach's box because I'm going to be big time. Really, my, what shall I call them? My fellows, I guess, fellows and femmes in the world of two-fisted tennis, or just tennis otherwise, you know. But if I'm coaching, I'd be coaching two-fisted, obviously, because what else would I coach, you know? It's kind of like, and really, what would be the point of coming to me? Now, for the most part, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to be a coach? Am I going to, like, actually encourage some first wave of two-fisted players, talented youths that, you know, like learning a foreign language, learned it early, because somehow that way it feels less foreign and much easier to learn, and you learn more deeply at an earlier time when you're still in your physical peak. Now, as for me, I'm going to get back into my physical peak. That's part of, see, this is a largely cosmetic part, but it's less cosmetic than you think, the shaving of one's head. It's spiritual. And there is something just really liberating about having a very, very, very tidy head of hair. Sort of like the fine fuzz on a tennis ball. See, the parents are going to be like, oh no, I don't think we can have him coaching our kids. He's a maniac. He swears a lot. And he shaves his tennis ball. Yeah, I use this razor to shave the dog too. Look for the clip. It's called Shaving the Dog. I think it's called Shaving the Dog. Yeah. And that dog, it still is, and this is after the shaving, the fuzziest dog in the world. So, you know, these clippers, these are something else. I'll show you this little, it's not a mountain of hair, but it's a pile of hair. It's a nice, you know, you have a stack of hair, you have a nice stack of hair. Hair doesn't really stack. It piles up, though. It does pile up. I feel like that's the designation we're going for. Now, there was something else I wanted to tell y'all. I just know there was. I can tell you this, though. I'll just be glad to have this done. I will say, just in case you don't get to see them together, let's name these clips now. Let's name them so there can be like some way of you finding the clip that preceded this one, because it's the clip that preceded this one is the one that preceded this clip. So maybe it should be something about a clip, you know? Like, Ballhopper's extra clip. Next I'll start rapping. Got my extra clip. Yeah, but it'll be a euphemism for, you know, something sexual. Oh, now they're going to be like, no, he cannot be our kid's coach. And I'll be like, no, it's cool, man. Just wait till we get to the actual match, though. Man, no, I'm kidding. What am I going to do? What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to be like, I'm going to be like Richard Williams on crack. Yeah. It'll be their worst nightmare. Yeah. Alright, how am I doing, y'all? I'm gonna go and do the vanity thing, which is sort of contrary to the whole minimalist spiritual thing, right? And I'm gonna go check my look in the mirror, because you know what, I don't know, is it really, does it, if you're a monk, some sort of monk, say, maybe you don't care what people think of you, but if you have like a tuft of hair sticking out of the back of your cleanly shaved head, even your other fucking monk brothers are gonna laugh at you. And they probably won't tell you, because that's how people are, man. I know from experience. So I'm gonna go look in the mirror, you know, because that actually sounds like the enlightened thing to do. You get really good at telling people, I don't care what you think. But, you know, I'm not going to tell you anyway. Don't smoke cigarettes, kids. I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying don't do it. Why would I, right? Because it's cool. That's one of the things I'll do when I'm a coach. When it's match time, I'll be out there in the coach's box. It'll be Marlboros, okay? I won't normally smoke Marlboros, but for matches I will. Because what could be fucking more obnoxious? Anyway. Ballhopper reborn. Hey, the dryer stopped. I think the dryer brings sort of a tribal thing. I didn't mention the tribal thing, you know. And, you know, Chinese spirituality. Is it Chinese? I mean, we're talking martial arts here. We're talking kung fu. I think karate is from which is which? Where's karate from? Japan? Kung fu from China? The other way around? Oh, kung fu is from China. Where's karate from? Fucking the dude with the beard. What's his name, man? He's like badass. He was in Delta Force. I don't know. Chuck Norris, yeah. Alright. Chuck Norris. He's going to be my role model when I'm a professional tennis coach. But only when we're actually at the matches, okay? Alright, y'all. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.